Hey everybody, my name's Haydn Williams with Williams Guide Service. I am 19 years old and I started my guide business last May. It's May 2020, I graduated in May of 2019, and usually we're throwing jigs on the bank in April. Well, this year we're throwing them up underneath docks. That's how we're getting them. We've been doing really well, and we're gonna go see if we can't put some in the boat this evening, and I'm gonna show you guys how I've been fishing these docks, how we've been shooting them, and it's been working really good for me, so come on, let's go. Yeah, I'm looking for a spot on these docks, like between these pieces of foam, these gaps in here. That's what I'm looking for, is a dock that's got those gaps in it where you can actually shoot under there and get to the fish. And a lot of times at the backs of the boats, on the boat lifts, there'll be a gap about this tall or so, and you can skip down the whole boat lift if you got fish underneath the boat lift. And just looking for stuff like that. I mean, these gaps are pretty tall, so they're not really hard to dock shoot under. Sometimes if you get wave runner lifts, they won't be very far up off the water, and they can be a little bit more challenging. But this stuff, I mean, you can come out here and practice and get it down pretty quick. And so whenever I'm dock shooting, all you're doing is you're holding your trigger finger on the line, and then you're grabbing the bait just like that, and you're loading the rod tip by pulling that back, and you're letting go of everything at the same time. And I always grab that bait just like that at the back of that jig head, and that avoids you getting a hook in your finger, because that is not fun. I've done it before. You do not want to hold them like that, because that bait's gonna flip back and get your finger like that if you hold it like that. Like I said, I usually keep my jig, the last eye of my rod is where I set it at to pull it back, and you're just pulling that rod back, getting tension on it, and letting go of everything at the same time, and getting up underneath there. Caught them on that's a 2-inch Flea Fly Go-Go minnow, and that's a 1/16 ounce big eye jig head. It's not really a big eye anymore, but that's what we caught them on. And we're just shooting these docks. I like using these big eyes because they got a really flat head on them, and they can skip across the water and get back in these tight spots like this. That fish was up underneath that dock at the front of that boat right there, and shot it right in that gap right there. But that's what we're out here doing, is dock shooting.